Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. Coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Thank you, David.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Rose. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they get it back. Griffin passes to Rose. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Well, known for his shooting, Markkanen is still 7 feet. Great to see him score near the hoop.
Rose against White. Right side Rose. The kick out to Brown. Traps in the tray.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to White. For the Pistons, Akers checked in for Wood. Jordan McRae comes in for Brown. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here is Garcia. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. And it's off from 3-point range. Pistons leading by 8. Here's Galloway. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Satoransky. Here's Garcia. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Outside Griffin. The pass to Kennard. Stolen by LaVine. Passes it to Garcia. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
He's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much. And the Bulls last year, Kevin, had a lot of holes in their teams. They struggled on offense as well as defense, and their lack of outside shooting was one of their bigger issues.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in, and a switcher also for Detroit. Tony Snell's checked in for Kennard. That's good from Garcia. See Webb, the Bulls last year, bottom 2 offense in the league.
Yeah, only slightly better than the Knicks. I mean, you know, Kevin, injuries hurt. They had to suit up 22 different players last year. But overall, this team has a lot of work to do on the offensive end to improve.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Now Valentine goes up the baseline. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 3-point lead. Pass to Snell. Here's McRae. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Outside Griffin. And Garcia with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Satoransky kicks to Garcia. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Pass to McRae. Back to Maker. The pass to McRae. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's tipped. Here's Gafford. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Snell. The Bulls getting the bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The league has cracked down, C. Webb, on flagrants. Who's leaving the bench? Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tacky flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way, and we just don't need it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Galloway. Kicks it to Maker. Here's Snell. Pass to Griffin. There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Valentine dishes to Young. And it's in there. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Galloway taking his time here. Here's Griffin. Rebound by the Bulls. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Here's Garcia. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad right there.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bulls lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Tony Snell is out there with Maker. Then there's McCray. Then there's Griffin. And it's Galloway in at the one. Detroit with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Ball's knocked loose. And Garcia kicks to Satoransky. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pistons trailed by 8. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Now, here is Garcia. 18 points for him. And the basket by Hutchison.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
Here's McCray. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. It's good. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
Here's Young. Offensive rebound. To the inside. Hutchison laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
Well, Blake Griffin has been working on that three-pointer now, Chris, for a while. Has gotten to where it's effective.
Yeah, Kevin, and you're right. And for Blake, he doesn't need to make a ton of threes for it to be effective. All he has to do is keep the defense honest with it so they respect it enough where it opens up the rest of his offense.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Markkanen comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's White for Satoransky. Now here's Markkanen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now the feed to Griffin.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Levine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Pistons trailed by 8. Here's Rose, and it's good, 2 points. Rose has got 5 now.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
And Brown over to help. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Garcia with the block. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Giving his height, Markkanen makes dunking look second nature. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brown the pass to Rose. And the layup is good. He has 7.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Carter, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit, trailing here by 8. Carter against Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
No. The work Griffin puts in the weight room pays off again. He takes the contact and muscles it into the bucket.
Now here is Garcia. 18 points for him.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
That shot by Griffin, no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Garcia goes in. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Here's Griffin after the Bulls pick up 2. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Satoransky.
This is the kind of defense making can play with his height.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the last few games you have been on fire, and it's carried over to tonight. What's gotten into you these last few games?
Hey, GA, I think I've just gotten to a nice groove with the rest of the guys, man. And like right now, it's like we're reading, each other's minds. That's resulting in a lot of easy chances for me. And I'm just enjoying the rides with my teammates, man.
Looks like Group ESP to me. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boss is... He's checked in for Chicago. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Garcia in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Well, last season was a successful one for the Pistons. I mean, they made the playoffs as an 8 seed. They were counted out at times, but had a strong second half to make it back to the postseason.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Outside Rose. Here's Kennard. 11 points in the game. 6 to shoot. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Levine. And Chris with the Pistons. An incredible run during February made the difference last season for them.
Yeah, well, the offense has been their weak spot, but it was clicking during that stretch. I mean, this team needs to find a way to play like that all season long. They've showed some flashes of greatness. Now it's just about continuing to improve.
Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
He plays with such rabid intensity. You love how hard Griffin goes at it. He's skilled at drawing the contact.
And the Bulls making a change here. Murray's checked in.
Well, with all the youth the Bulls had, the team wanted to bring in some veterans over the summer.
Yeah, and that's something that needed to happen, GA. I mean, the team had some room in free agency to fill out some leadership roles, but in Chicago, it's still a major market, and vets would love to come and play for the Windy City.
Here's Garcia. Markkanen trying to break loose.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Pass to Wood. Back to Kennard. Outside Griffin. Puts up a three. But they'll get another chance. Here's Rose. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
The step back jumper is good. Garcia's got 4 points this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, Kev, with the competitive nature of Zach LaVine is what drives him. I mean, he spoke up more for and against his team last season as they had a rough go in the standings.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Chicago. Detroit also making some changes. Thon Maker's checked in for Griffin. Jordan McRae comes in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And Young kicks to Garcia. Markkanen passes to Garcia. With a step back. Up again. It's good on the putback. Markkanen's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
There's Galloway. Shot to stop the run. Chicago grabs the miss. Garcia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And with LaVine, Chris, as you said, he was very frustrated with the losing last year.
Yeah, but you'd rather have a player who is vocal about it than one who doesn't care. LaVine has the talent and mentality to be a star for this team and is desperate to make them a winner.
Here's McRae. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Galloway. Over Young. They grab their own miss. Wood with the bucket.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And Brown over to help. Garcia with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he is trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Detroit making a switch here. Snell's checked in to the middle. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from McRae.
You want more of this from Galloway? I mean, we know he can score, but it's crucial he improves his passing.
Garcia's shot is good.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
McRae kicks to Wood. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the pass to Maker. Here's Wood. And Garcia with the block. And here we go. The Bulls straight up the floor. Here's Young. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 15.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. The shot goes up, put a body on someone.
McRae, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Garcia can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
It's Wood, top of the key. Good defensive work there by Young.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2. His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Garcia's shot is good.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Passes to McCray. Shoots over Saturansky. McCray, no good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Maker with the double team. Here's Saturansky. Sweet little floater. Saturansky's got his first bucket of the night.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Here's McCray. No good that time. Nice D from Levine. From deep. But they recover it. Shot's good by Gafford.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Pistons trailed by 21. Pass to Wood. Pass to McCray. Looking to end the run. He can't hit that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Down low, here's Snell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Murray comes in for Ballantyne. Zach LaVine's checked in for Saturansky. And it's Garcia in for White. And a different look here for the Pistons. Griffin's checked in for Maker. Luke Kennard comes in for Tony Snell. Brown is checked in for McCray. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston and then, dominate the Bulls at that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. She, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Griffin is out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then there's Brown. And it's Patton in at the center.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Garcia passes to Hutchison. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Outside Knight. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divac or the Sabos that came into the game, and even
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki,
Marshall
Dirk
Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already
And here's Griffin. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
Well, I just kept finding myself in positions where I could finish a play. You know, a lot of this game is about matchups, and the team saw I had some opportunities, and we were able to execute as a group.
Well, you all were playing for each other, and that was evident tonight. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always.
Hey, let me get a picture. Hey, high five. Come on. Good job, guys. Come on. Hey, man. Hey. All right, let me get a picture, though. Yeah. Come on.
Jay, you led the team in blocks tonight. Is this something you're looking to do more of going forward?
Man, I saw you and your family, man. You look good. But to answer your question, you know what? I always want to add to my game. And if there's something I'm not good at, I'm going to keep working on it until I get great. Anything else?
No,
No?
I'm good.
got
All
what
right,
I
guys,
need.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, man. You got this stuff to do?
Good game last night.
What up, Coach?
Huddle up, fellas. Let's go over the game plan. If we can improve our shooting percentages, we stand a better chance of winning games. Set it up and get started. You got it.
got it. Come on, man. Just like that. Again. Let's go.
Good job. Let's move on to the next drill. Work. Well, let's get started on this next exercise. Okay, let's move on to the next drill.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh? You got it. Come on.
Way to finish strong, guys. Make sure you get your shots up before you get out of here, though.
Hey, welcome back. Can I get you something new?
Yeah, we'll see.
Those look awesome. Great choice. Those look awesome. Great choice.
Let me give these a try.
Yeah, great.
These are sick. I'll take them.
Perfect. Great choice.
got up again, put in the work, so I yeah, for life, baby, I'm trustful. Baby girl, I'm your soldier. But tripping like this, back and forth, wonder who gon' hold you. Everybody needs somebody to hold down. Everybody needs somebody to hold down. Hey, right here, I got that. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. Pace, that's the biggest mistake. Being great, so I see them a rape. Cheesecake, need it all on my plate. Overseas, I ain't switching the state. London ace in it, eating a steak. Told mama I'ma get what it takes. Young boss and I'm cleaning the slate. High risk, yeah, I'm raising the stakes. They moving iffy, they get fishy. Young and in charge, so I'm seeing them envy. Not with the talking, I'm not with the pity. Need a they don't gotta be Nicky. Swear that I feel like the POTUS. I need me a Lotus. I'm not really fond of the 50. Nobody hotter, you know this, cause all of them bogus. You shouldn't tip me. I see my power, feel like I'm 50. I'm a devour, that is a Fendi. I got him sour, still you a. They want me slipping, they want me to fall. Feel like I'm pimping, I'm standing in tall. I'm on a mission and finish them all. Special edition, I got him appalled. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. None of you next to me, this is my specialty. I'm gonna rip it especially. I gotta do it excessively. No one ahead of me, unless we talking about me. Taking it, no, they ain't letting me. You know my energy, when she can gather assemblies. Trying to compare like a simile. I got the loudest sound, don't mean a symphony. Remember they tried to belittle me. Now I got bills like I'm Hillary. Don't really care if you feeling me. I know that you ain't as ill as me. Changing the game and he opening eyes. Knew I would do it, this ain't a surprise. Work through the hating and telling me lies. Still I've been winning like taking the prize. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers. It's on, Alexis.
It's on, let's go.
Stop.
Kobe attacking, and Kobe throws it down hard.
Game time, hang time. Who been the plug in the power? Ayy, came with a charge in my alley. Ooh, charge to the game like it's credit. Your team crowd need to edit. Yeah, I see face, look at it. Hold up, ooh, that's good. Need a minute, need to play to revive. Let's get a shot pressing. Now you say what I said. They got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up. I don't miss often. No look, I had to boss up, get the post up when it's OT. When I'm home, see me that gold ring with that way go on me.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. I'm going in. I'm making plays. So get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Hey, get out the way. Get out the way. I'm going in. I'm making plays. So get out the way.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and slam.
Meet me upstairs.
You play 2K
All the time.
you act,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
and now you have an album. Anything you can't do.
Hey, there's the guy I'm looking for. How you feeling, Che? You ready to get this W?
You're acting weird. I mean, really, you're making it more weird.
Look, it's a nice problem to have, but when you're in the...
Welcome up, and we've got time for a quick. Well, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. TJ Leaves checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Justin Holiday. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's TJ McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Satoransky. Outside, Garcia. Money from the wing.
Well, you figured the shoe companies would come calling for Che, and the last I heard is that Che has chosen to go with Under Armour, signed a deal, and he's officially on the UA team.
Well, Greg, you know this. Under Armour is an up-and-coming brand, and they must see a lot of potential in Che to ink into a deal at this stage of his career. Pass to Satoransky. Lamb against Levine. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Garcia. Now here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. Inside, McDermott. And that one drops.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in.
And talk about teams that pressure the ball. Indiana, top 3 in steals the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and I think that's attributable to the coach's mentality. Nate McMillan was aggressive as a player. He's aggressive as a coach. And, you know, McMillan averaged 3 steals a game one season in 1993-94.
Back to Young. Got a piece of it. And another turnover here by Chicago.
All right, a chance to check out stats for McConnell. How he did last season. Averaged 6 points per game. Three assists and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Hands it from downtown. Lamb's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Indiana now. They're on a 12-4 run. It's good from long range.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Garcia can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 10. And here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a wide open look for Lamb. Setoransky grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Gafford. It's stolen by Lamb. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Lamb leading the charge. Out to Turner. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. And so Setoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. Lamb passes to Leaf. Outside, Lamb. Jacks up a 3. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Setoransky looking around. Garcia against Holiday. Garcia can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 10. Now McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 to shoot. The pass to Sabonis. Over Young. Sabonis, no good. Bulls trail by 10. Garcia inside. Guarded by Holiday.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Lamb trying to free himself up, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Passes it to Garcia. The shot's good on the assist by Setoransky. Garcia's got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Lamb. Indiana with a new shot clock. Here's Sabonis. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Setoransky against Lamb. And Setoransky kicks to Garcia. Off target from outside. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got T.J. McConnell. Leaf is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Now, here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Lamb passes to McConnell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bulls trailed by 7. And Clark, talk about the leadership of a guy like Thaddeus Young.
And he's one of my favorites because he's just solid. His actions speak louder than his words, and he's a grinder. I mean, he's a guy who just gives you everything he has and does all of the little things day in and day out. Tremendous locker room presence.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. Saturansky against Holiday. To Lamb. Here's Leaf, guarded by Garcia. Sabonis trying to get open. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. White, he's checked in for Saturansky. Bulls trailed by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Hutchison passes to White. Corner shot. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Garcia.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him to the inside. Leaf and the powerful one-handed slam.
You know, this is an area Lamb must continue to improve his passing, and when he passes it like this, it helps out a lot.
And it's a foul. It's called on T.J. Leaf. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Outside Holiday. Arcing shot, good, and McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Garcia's shot is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lamb against Young. Here's Sabonis, and the layup falls.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Indiana trailing here. McConnell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Sabonis. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Garcia dishes to Young. And Young slams it home.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
.106 left in the second quarter. Holiday against Garcia. And Holiday kicks to Sabonis. Now the dish to Lamb. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Lamb's got 10.
Boy, tell you what, nice watching Lamb convert these hard baskets. I mean, showing some real toughness on that play.
Garcia can't get it to go. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock. But that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough. But to get blown out like that.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Porter. Gafford passes to Young. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to McConnell. Fires the three. It's a tie game in Indiana. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard fought for.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out. Entirely new group in now for Indiana. TJ leaves, checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's TJ McConnell in for Brogdon. Taking a look at the Bulls. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Boss. And it's Young. Then there's Valentine. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach. Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Lamb dishes to Holiday. Shoots over Garcia. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Jeremy Lamb.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
The shot comes out. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pacers leading by 6. Lets it go from 11. Chicago grabs the miss. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed to Valentine. 2 points. That one goes. Valentine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
There's the pass to Lamb. Goes up at the stripe, connects, the jumper drops. Lamb's got 12.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
Now here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Holiday. And yes, it's good. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Garcia. That shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And here they go. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, you know, when Lamb is in attack mode, it really sets the foundation for him to catch fire on offense.
Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. The free throw drops for Lamb. Markey played the traditional power.
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These four men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Garcia goes in. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
And here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. Justin Holiday comes in for Aaron Holiday. To the paint. Gafford passes to Young. Nice D from Sabonis. Pacers leading by 9. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Here's Gafford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And Turner kicks to Lamb. Sabonis inside. He's against Young. Bulls trailed by 9. Here's Garcia. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Garcia's got 21 in the game. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Passes it to Lamb. And he hits the bucket. Lamb's got 17.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Satoransky, the pass to Garcia. Over Lamb, the offensive rebound. Gafford got a piece of it.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
Down low, here's Turner. That one, no good. Good defensive work there by Young.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about. Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. The shot off that time.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Right side, Garcia. Pass to Hutchison. Back to Garcia. Here's Gafford. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers lead by 6. It's and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assistant.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Lamb, good.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
And Young kicks to Satoransky. He dishes it to Garcia. Outside Porter. Back to Garcia from 17 feet out, off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And you feel like Jeremy...
Here is Porter. Pass to Garcia. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
And the Pacers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes.
Check in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Justin Holiday. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Garcia, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Here's Oladipo. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Oladipo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Outstanding concentration from the versatile scoring guard, Victor Oladipo. Big in a big spot.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Indiana making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Lamb. And Justin Holiday subbed in for T.J. McConnell to the left side wing. Garcia passes to Markkanen. Outside, Garcia. Elbow shot is on the way. The Pacers pull it in. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Outside, Porter. Back to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garcia. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Good. And now they trail by just 4.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 6. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Puts up a 3. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range, just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And, guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off. And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
It's Porter outside. Sabonis grabs the board. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, you know, Oladipo was the second pick back in the 2013 draft and has made back-to-back All-Star games in 18 and 19. His star is rising.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
The first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.
I'm just happy the team's playing well and I can contribute, Coach.
You're impressing on every level of the organization. Head down, keep working.
Yeah, whatever you need, I'm there, right?
All right, I'll see you practice.
We're done.
Okay.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Fantastic.